Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about skimming and scanning. Skimming and scanning actually are the reading techniques that use rapid eye movement and keywords to move quickly through text for slightly different purposes. So, for example, when searching for the meaning of the word valuable in the dictionary, you certainly won't start looking for it from the letter A. You will look for the section that starts with letter V and start searching for the words that start with VA. So this technique is known as scanning. Another technique for speed reading is skimming. So for example, when reading news in the newspaper or news site, you will only read important part of the headlines and certainly will not read every news attentively, but at least you know enough about what's going on. Okay, now let's see more detail about skimming. Skimming actually is reading rapidly in order to get a general overview of the material. So, how to skim a text? So, the first one that you need to do is read the title, subtitles, if there is subtitle, and subheadings to find out what the text is about. The next, read the first and the last sentence of each paragraph, and then find the main idea in each paragraph, and the conclusion in the last paragraph. The third, do not read every word or every sentence. Let your eyes skim over the text and look out for the keywords. Now we're gonna try to practice how to do the skimming. So let's read this text a moment and then try to do the skimming techniques. Okay, now after reading the text, now you can highlight the important ideas from the text. So let's see here. For the example, in the first paragraph, I have highlighted the ideas, the important one. For example, if the electric car drivers are saving the planet, right? Their vehicle produce none of pollutants that dinosaur burning fossil fuel powered machine do. That's the standard view, and the government around the world provide incentive to encourage the uptake of this new technology. That's why a Tesla owner got a rude shock when he went to import his vehicle in Singapore, the first person to do. And then the next paragraph, we found that instead of an expected rebate of around $15,000 or 10,800 US dollar, he received a fine of the same amount for being a gross polluter. In the next paragraph, the important idea is from the Singapore authorities calculated the carbon cost of generating the electricity that will be used to charge the car. And then the next paragraph, the authorities in Singapore apparently found the Tesla in question consumes 444 watt hours of electricity per kilometer in tests. And the last paragraph, you can highlight about this. But what about the bigger picture? Should we be factoring in the emission of power station when working out how green an electric car is? The logical answer is yes. Emissions shifted elsewhere are still emission, and CO2 impacts the global atmosphere wherever it is released. After you have skimmed the text, you should get the general idea from the text, which is one man imported an electric car to Singapore and was fined for that because the car was considered as a polluter. It turned out that electric cars can also be dangerous for the environment because electric energy used to charge them is produced at power stations, which emit pollution. Alright, now let's see about scanning. Scanning is reading a text quickly in order to find the specific information, for example, figures or names. How to scan the text? The first, you need to read a text, scan it quickly to find specific information. Your eyes move quickly all over the text from left to right, up or down. And then after that, scan to find the names, places, numbers, or dates. And then the last, as you read the text, circle the number, dates, names, or etc. Alright, now we're gonna scan the text that you have read before about the electric cars, really eco-friendly, or the electric cars really eco-friendly, so that's the title. So I have scanned this text and then circle some words, and then maybe you can do as the same, or maybe you can find more words there that you need to circle. You can practice as well. So here I found some words from the text that I scanned, like none of the pollutants, 100% electric vehicle, $15,000 Singapore, a fine of the same amount, a gross polluter, the Model S, 181 kilometer hour, and then carbon cost, the Tesla, 444 watt hours of electricity emission, and CO2 impacts the global atmosphere. Now we're gonna see the question for the text. For example, there is a question about the text. When the owner of the electric car went to the Singapore, he received, that's a question, blah blah blah. So in this question requires specific detail, amount of the money. To answer it, you should scan the text for words $10,800 and $15,000. Do not read the text again. Just search these two keywords. Once you found the right sentence, read it attentively to get the answer. The sentence that contains this keyword is in the third paragraph. Instead of expected rebate of around $15,000 Singapore, he received a fine of the same amount for being a gross polluter. Now it's clear to us that the correct answer is B. A fine of around 10,800 US dollars. So The answer is B. Yes, that's clear there that the fine of the around 10,800 US dollars. Okay, now let's try to answer the next example of the question. To prove that electric car was a gross polluter, the authorities in Singapore calculate the blah 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 of generating the electricity to charge the car. If you scan the text for this keyword, and you will find the answer in the fourth paragraph. The Singapore authorities calculated the carbon cost of generating the electricity that will be used to charge the car. So of course, the correct answer is carbon cost. So I think that's all for this text, and then I will end this video. Hope this video can help you to improve the reading technique about skimming and scanning. Thank you for your attention. See you in the next video. Thank you.